The ancient monasteries. There are 6 Meteora monasteries perched on the huge cliffs people can visit today. Serene, spiritual, magical, mystical, extraordinary, breathtaking, immense, inspiring, impressive. These are only some of the words people very often use in an effort to describe the Meteora monasteries. Visit Meteora, even if your interests are not deeply religious. It is the only way to enrich your feelings of spirituality that this area already exudes, no matter how long or brief your sojourn in our beautiful land. A visit to Meteora monasteries offers a unique perspective of nature's grandeur in conjunction with history, architecture, and man's everlasting desire to connect with the divine. From the early Christian times, the cliffs of Meteora were regarded as a perfect place to achieve absolute isolation. A place for people to find peace and harmony and, thus, to support mankind's eternal struggle for spiritual ascension. Meteora today is the largest archaeological site of Greece in terms of the area that it covers. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1989 and an official holy place for Greece since 1995. A vast complex of giant rock pillars with monasteries made on the peaks of the sandstone cliffs centuries ago creates a truly surreal landscape found nowhere else in the world. The first ones to use the cliffs of Meteora for spiritual reasons were Orthodox Christian hermit monks. They came to this place between the 9th and the 10th century to find quiet and to isolate themselves in the many caves found scattered among the cliffs. For centuries, those monks lived in complete isolation, exposed to weather elements and to all sorts of dangers. They relied heavily on the help of the locals. They will regularly receive donations of food, water, clothing, wood, essential things to allow them to survive. The locals saw them as holy men who came to dwell in the area, worthy of their support. This early period is the first stage in the monastic development of Meteora, dominated by the ascetic figures of the first hermit monks, living unorganized and in isolation in the caves of the area. This first stage lasts for a couple of centuries, up until the 12th century, and the start of the second phase in the development of Meteora's monastic tradition. The development of the organized Skete of Dupiani in the 12th century marks an important milestone in the long development of monasticism here at Meteora. Around the 12th century, a monk named Nilos decides to gather the scattered hermit monks of Meteora into a more organized monastic community. He set up rules and canons for the hermit monks of Meteora to follow, thus initiating the second phase of a more organized monastic development at Meteora. The focal point of this first organized monastic community became the Chapel of Dupiani, still found today standing beneath the synonymous cliff on the northwest side of Kostraki village. The hermit monks of Meteora will gather every Sunday in the Chapel of Dupiani to attend the Sunday service and to share provisions. 2 centuries later, in the 14th century, another monk named Athanasios climbed on the second highest rock to establish the first of Meteora monasteries, the Great Meteoron. He is regarded today as one of the most important figures in the long history of Meteora monasteries, being the founder of one of the most important monastic communities of the Orthodox Church, second only to Athos. By the 16th century, at the height of Meteora's monastic community, the number of monasteries existing in the site had reached a total of 24. The 16th century was by far the best period of Meteora monasteries. During that time, we see the largest population of monks and the biggest number of active monasteries. A century later, in the 17th century, the downfall came, and for the next 3 centuries, Meteora monasteries constantly declined. Today, and out of the initial 24 monasteries, only 6 remain active. The 6 active Meteora monasteries create a truly inspiring and sensational setting of overwhelming rock formations, with these ancient monuments occupying their peaks. In essence, Meteora today has become a preservation ark for the 2,000-year-old Christian Orthodox Creed. Today, out of initially 24 monasteries that used to exist, only 6 remain active for people to visit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.